My fiance said, "It's just one dinner with my ex for closure." I said, "Perfect, closure it is," and called off the wedding. Jamie and I had been together for 3 years. We met at work, bonded over terrible coffee in the break room, and somehow ended up planning a future together. He proposed 6 months ago with my grandmother's ring that I'd been dreaming about since I was little. Everything felt perfect. 2 weeks before our wedding, Jamie comes home from work looking weird. Not sad weird, but like he was hiding something. I was in the kitchen making dinner when he cleared his throat and said he needed to tell me something. "Rebecca reached out," he said. Rebecca was his college girlfriend. They dated for 2 years before she moved to California for some fancy job. I knew the basic story, but Jamie never talked about her much. "Okay," I said, still stirring pasta sauce. "What did she want?" "She's back in town for a conference. She wants to meet up for dinner, just to catch up and get closure on everything." He was fidgeting with his keys, which he only did when he was nervous. I turned around and looked at him. "Closure? You guys broke up 4 years ago." I know it sounds weird, but she said she never got to say goodbye properly. She just packed up and left for California, and we never really talked after that. Something in my stomach felt off. Not jealous exactly, but suspicious. "Why now? 2 weeks before our wedding?" Jamie shrugged. She said seeing our engagement announcement on social media made her realize she had unfinished business. She just wants one conversation to clear the air. I put down my spoon and really looked at him. "Do you want to go?" He hesitated for just a second too long. "I think it might be good, to really close that chapter before we start our new one." That hesitation told me everything. If someone means nothing to you, you don't hesitate when your fiancé asks if you want to see them. "Okay," I said. "Go have dinner with Rebecca." His face lit up with relief. "Really? You're not mad?" "Nope. Have a great time getting closure." The next morning, I called the venue and canceled everything. Then I called our photographer, the caterer, the florist. I spent the entire day making phone calls and sending texts to our guest list. My sister called me crying, asking what happened. "Did Jamie cheat? Did you guys fight?" "No," I said. "He just showed me exactly where his priorities are." When Jamie got home that evening, I was sitting on the couch with my laptop, researching apartments. He walked in smiling, which made it worse. "How was your day?" he asked, like nothing had changed. "Great. I canceled the wedding." He froze in the doorway. "What?" "You heard me. I called off the wedding. You can have all the closure dinners you want now." "Are you insane? It was just dinner." I closed my laptop and looked at him. "Jamie, we're getting married in 2 weeks. If you need closure with another woman right now, you're not ready to marry me." "But I love you." "Maybe, but you're still thinking about her. And honestly, the fact that you even wanted to go tells me everything I need to know." He started panicking, saying I was overreacting, that it meant nothing, that he would cancel the dinner. But it was too late. I'd already seen who he really was. 2 days later, my friend Chloe told me she saw Jamie and Rebecca at the fancy steakhouse downtown. They weren't just catching up. She was holding his hand across the table, and he was leaning in close, talking to her like she was the only person in the room. I texted Jamie a screenshot of Chloe's photo with just 2 words, "Thanks, closure." He showed up at my apartment an hour later, begging me to take him back. He said Rebecca meant nothing, that he realized I was the one he wanted to be with. I handed him the box with my grandmother's ring. "Keep it. Maybe Rebecca will want it someday."